Digital passes, creating and designing loyalty or gift passes. Okay, so our first job is to first log in, so we'll do that now. And on the third page of the main menu, you will notice there's a button called Digital Pass Designer. This is where you would design a pass and it will translate to both Apple and Android gift wallet cards, loyalty cards, anything like that. So if we click on the Digital Pass Designer, your version will probably have a blank grid here, whereas here's some I've already created earlier. So to create a new pass type, all you have to do is click Add New Pass Type, choose Loyalty Card, press tick, give it a name, so something like Loyalty Card or something, and then that would create the loyalty card here like I have. Now, although I've got two here, by default, you're usually only allowed one of each type. So one gift card, one booking event, one loyalty card, etc. So our next job is now to create and design the loyalty card, and our software will translate all the elements that go to Apple and all the elements that go to Android. So if we click Edit and Design Pass, here is the properties of the pass that we're creating. You can change the pass name if you want, but it should be fine. Make sure you enable the pass once you're happy with it. Here it says loyalty program name. Now this normally goes on the top, on the front of the card. Now that's an important point. A pass can have a front and a back. On the front, you're quite limited to how much you can put on the front. However, on the back, you can have a unlimited amount of data or information you want to put in, such as the customer's last transactions or any terms and conditions, any links you want them to go to, things like this. You can also have a base back color as well. So in this case, I've already set this to sort of a dark gray. So therefore, I'd want my foreground to be white. You can only change the foreground color on Apple. The next job, you may want to set up what's called a relevant location. So this would typically be where the shop is. But if it's an event ticket or an appointment or a booking, you may want to set it to where the venue is instead. So you just say set location, find where it is, like that, point to where it is roughly there, and then just close it. And that will set the geo coordinates there for you. It is up to Apple and or Android as to whether to show a notification on the lock screen of the pass, especially of event tickets. So on the day of the pass, it will almost definitely show it. However, if it does show a notification, you can type in a name here to give them a bit of an indication as to whereabouts it is or where to look for, or anything like that. This next box is very important. Type in the name of your company here. So we're going to make a fake company called The Pet Shop. So this is where you would put the description of whatever that is there. We're going to worry about the images on the next videos because we're going to do both an Apple and an Android version of it. But this bit is quite important. So I'm just going to delete all these here. And what we're going to do is create some pass objects. So these are all the objects that are going to go on the pass, both on the front or on the back. So we're going to add a new object. Although it says Apple only, all it means is it's going to make a difference on Apple only. So they'll still show on Android, but they may just be the same as using standard fields. So the header on an Apple device is what goes in the top right-hand corner. The primary field, usually on having just one object of a primary field, it can be absolutely massive if it doesn't have a strip image or a header image or anything like that. But it may just be sort of, the same size as a secondary field, maybe slightly larger if you don't have a image on the front. And standard field is just that slightly bit smaller than secondary field, but there's not much difference to them, at least as far as Apple is concerned. However, for Android, they're pretty much all going to translate into just standard field. The next ones are what go on the back of the passes. So generic will be the one you'd use most. However, if you'd like to put the store's address in, you can put that there. The calendar event, URL link, and phone number. Now, in terms of URL link, if you use this, you will only see the top of the button. So for example, if you say visit our website, all they will see is visit our website. They won't see the URL link themselves. However, if you use generic and put both visit our website and the URL link, you'll still be able to click the URL link, but you will also see the URL link as well. So especially if it's a long URL and you don't want them to see the entire thing, such as say a terms and conditions button, probably best using that one there. You can only have one barcode, but it doesn't really matter where you put the barcode, as long as you only choose one. So that one, and that one are all 2D barcodes. This one here is a 1D barcode. But to be fair, most scanners you buy, you will need a 2D barcode scanner to read a barcode off a phone. Unfortunately, laser and CCD scanners, most don't scan 1D barcodes on a mobile device. So it's always best to go for a 2D scanner if you want to scan a bit of everything. Speaking of order, by the way, these, it doesn't matter what order you put those in, if it's also with them. Everything that says back of pass goes on the back, and obviously these top 4 go on the front. With one exception, and that is Android event tickets. You can't control what goes on the front of the Android ticket. It basically puts all of them on the back instead. Okay, so let's say we want a QR barcode. This one here, out of the 2 main ones here, this one's probably a good one because it's more rectangular. So if you want to get more space on the front, use the 2D one. So we're going to press tick on that. We may also want to put something on the back. So we could say, this is the back of the pass. It's going to be a URL link. And we're going to, so then you press edit. And the header, you can say, visit our website, and down here you would put the website like that. So in this case, they're only going to see visit our website. Depending on the device and the type of ticket, you may even be able to set the alignment of left, right, and so on. But generally, that's only for the front of passes. There's our first one. The next thing we might want is a loyalty card. So we may want to put generic, edit, and then say last 10 recent transactions. And now what we do is we're going to click the little star and say I want to see the customer's last 10 transactions there. I'll put that in. So now the customer will always be able to see their last 10 transactions, and as soon as they get served next, within several seconds, it will automatically update on their Android or Apple device. Let's do another generic one more. And on here, I'm going to put perhaps their, let's put their last visited date. We'll put a header on that, press tick, and that's the back of the pass sorted. I can now add some header fields now. So let's do a secondary field. And I'm going to put, oops, and let's say we want to see the customer's total points there as well. We could add another one. Edit that. And we'll also put in the total voucher balance. So if they have a load of vouchers, that's how much they all add up to. Let's add one more, and that will be the header. The header is in the top right-hand corner, and we're going to put the customer's full name on there. I'll put name. So if I press tick now, that's now saved the loyalty card. So in the next video, we're going to apply some images and see what they look like. So we'll do one video for the Apple variant and one for the Android variant. Always make sure, though, as it says in the bottom left-hand corner here, always test it on both devices before you start issuing them to customers.